distributions are basically the same. And in some ways, they really are. The only difference between all the distributions really are just the interface or the GUI portions, really. But they might implement their own, new applications or something like that. But it's the latest one, so I mean, so using, yeah, you might want to check it out. You might be using 10.2, not even know it. Yeah, if you're using Mint 10, like I said, I checked on mine, and it was using it in, quite a bit. So, yeah, that's true. Their Linux Lifer. Well, when you think, I'm going to try out this new, distribution, and if you use the same window manager, a lot of the applications, the menu systems, and on some of them, I use a lot of the Wi-Fi. That's how I laptops and stuff, and a lot of that's the same. So I don't really think about that, because I've been using Ubuntu for about 4 years, maybe going on 5. So and then when I jump on finally try another distribution, a lot of it's really the same. Underneath it really is, on the most part. Now, it might be different, like on the Red Hat systems, it uses RPM, Vice, the Debian system, which uses Debian packaging and things like that. But well, that's pretty much I have for the stuff that I wanted to go over on the for today's show. Now, I do have some other things I might be talking about, because I might be implementing it in my house. Originally, I do use a wireless router, and because the one I was using before, the power supply went out, and so I couldn't find a replacement, because you really need to match the same voltage and things like that. So what I did, I just went out and bought a new router, which happens to be, I think, a Netgear. I think it was like $50 or something like that. And now this one uses the wireless G, and a lot of my new computers, Macs, and the wireless cards in the PCs, they actually use wireless N. And I'm also using actually an Xbox 360, which has built-in wireless N, which is the newer one. And I'm using that for, my son games on it mostly, and to bring in Netflix so I can watch it on the, when family comes over and stuff like that. So I'm thinking of perhaps start using a wireless N router system. And that way, because I've been noticing on Netflix, occasionally it would have to rebuffer, because if the network changes. Now, of course, it could be the internet or something like that, but I think it also might be perhaps it's all through wireless. So if I upgrade to the wireless N, I might not get as many rebuffers and things like that. So I was kind of looking around at, the Netflix did have a different pricing and the way they do things. Actually, that'd be an interesting topic as well. So I'm thinking of going to a wireless N router. I did take a look at some of the PC versions, and in particular the N's. And now I've been looking at some of the Apple stuff. Yeah, I am a little bit of a Mac boy, fanboy, and Linux fanboy, but because, actually, most of the routers I've been using are the PC version. This is actually my second one with the Netgear. I did take a look at the Mac version, which is actually it does very well in the reviews. A lot of people really like them. Plus, it actually has a few functions which is very useful, because it does have a USB attachment, and there's some PC versions have USB as well. Okay, not just the Mac, the Apple ones, but you can actually attach a printer, and then from any computer you can actually print to that one. If you use it wirelessly, like a laptop or something like that, or you can actually put in like a USB hard drive and access any computers, access it through your your router. And supposedly you can do it over the internet, but you need the mobile me, which kind of sucks. That's what I hate about the Apple version. But so it kind of be like, you know, kind of like a NAS, network attached storage in a way. So which is kind of interesting. So in the future, I might be upgrading my router. I'm not 100% sure. I think I will. Just because I think the Netflix thing is the biggest one as well. And now that I actually Sergeant mentioned Netflix, now I don't know about their pricing. Now I think on some of they actually lowered it, but I haven't really looked into it a whole lot. But I think they're changing the way they do things. I think they're trying to get away from renting the DVDs and go to more streaming. I think it has to do with saving on postage and things like that. I think what they're doing, they do offer streaming only as an option, which I'm thinking of doing simply because I've got 2 DVDs right now, because I got you can have up to 2 DVDs out at one time. I had the same 2 DVDs for, it must be 6 months to a year, because I just use primarily streaming. So I kind of feel bad not turning in the DVDs. So I may change my Netflix to just streaming.